Gakpo, Kelechi Iheanacho, Ademola Lookman, Alex Iwobi, Shemi Ajayi, Onyegboso, Francis Uzor, Wilfred Ndidi, Bamei, and Kenneth Omerio, having 11 players ahead of the clash against the Guinea-Bissau. And remember, we still have the under-20 national team also getting set for their clash at the Moshood Abiola Stadium right there in Abuja. And according to reports we are getting, the Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja will be heavily used this week following qualifiers involving the Super Eagles under-23 Eagles, playing against Guinea-Bissau, the Guinea's under-23 national teams. My name is Oladapo Okunubi. Remember, we're live on Facebook, facebook.com/solutions939fm, facebook.com/solutions939fm. That's the Facebook page. And in case you want to watch the YouTube channel, go straight to YouTube and search for Solutions 939fm. Click the like and subscribe buttons. Okay, well, let's just quickly jump straight as we've been able to move into the Super Eagles squad this evening. I will keep updating you as soon as we get the notification from Babafemi Raji, who's the media officer of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, who will be serving us updates, most especially via the social media handles of Super Eagles of Nigeria. But remember, Colonel Alfred will be joining me all the way from United States of America this evening, as we always do it every Monday evening, looking at having a post-match post-analysis of games that went down over the weekend. But let's quickly go straight to the Three Lions camp. Remember, teams are on break right now as they get set for qualifiers, same as friendly games. But the man who has been scoring in and out of Manchester United is Marcus Rashford, and this man has withdrawn from the England squad to face Italy and Ukraine, while Nick Pope and Mason Mount will also not link up with the Three Lions. Rashford was taken off 7 minutes from Sunday's FA Cup win at Old Trafford, with the FA confirming today that he will sit out of the international doubleheader after picking up a knock. Chelsea manager Graham Potter had already confirmed ahead of Saturday's draw with Everton, which Mount sat out. That midfielder, the midfielder will not be fit to leave for international duty, despite initially finding himself named in Gary Southgate's squad. Now, still talking about national teams, and we'll go straight to Italy this evening, where Roberto Mancini defends calling up Argentina-born forward Matteo Retegui as he bemoaned Italy's lack of attacking options. Still talking about the Italian national team, the squad, Roberto Mancini, who defended. And now for Mancini, now he has turned to former Argentina under-19 and under-20 international Retegui, who for the first start for the Azzurri's Euro 2024 qualifying campaign. The Italy head coach did not expect the 23-year-old on loan Tegray from Boca Juniors to accept the invitation to play for the European champions. Eyebrows were raised when Retegui, whose grandmother was born in Italy, was named in Mancini's squad ahead of a Group C opener against England at Stadio Diego Armando Maradona on Thursday. Now, moving away from Italy, let's go straight to Germany this evening, where Jamal Musiala has withdrawn from Germany's squad for the March international break, with the Bayern Munich forward ruled out with a hamstring strain. The attacker, who has won 20 caps for his country since his debut in 2021, had been called up for the team's friendly with Peru and Belgium. But he will no longer link up with the Hansi Flick squad after he picked up a leg problem during Bayern's 2-1 defeat to Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga on Sunday. But remember, that defeat also dropped Bayern from the top position, dropping to second after Borussia Dortmund scored 6 goals in the German Bundesliga. Now, going straight to Netherlands, this evening, Frankie de Jong will play no part in Netherlands' 2 opening Euro 2024 qualifier due to injury. The Barcelona midfielder played the full 90 minutes as the Blaugrana defeated Real Madrid 2-1 in Sunday's El Clasico to move 12 points clear at the top of La Liga. But he was left with upper leg complaint. This is coming from the KNVB, leading to his withdrawal from the Rangers squad for their upcoming fixtures. Ajax forward Steven Bergwijn has also had to pull out with a knee injury. PSV midfielder Joyce Verman and Borussia Dortmund's Daniel Malen have been chosen by Ronald Koeman as a respective replacements. Remember, all this are coming up, most especially these games are coming up after the World Cup. The outstaff some managers getting new job, while some are making return to the managerial position. The Netherlands begin their campaign against the France in Prague on Friday before hosting Gibraltar at the Q 3 days later. Friday's trip to France will be the first game for Koeman's second spell in charge. Now, the former Barcelona forward, our boss, was confirmed as Orange's new coach before last year's World Cup, with Louis van Gaal presiding over the run to the Qatar 2022 quarter-finals. Looking at another update here before we talk club football, and Claude Alfred will be joining me from that end. Manuel Locatelli believes that he was overlooked for Italy's latest squad on the technical merit, with Juventus midfielder now determined to earn a recall. Locatelli was omitted from coach Roberto Mancini's latest Azzurri squad for the Euro 2024 qualifiers with England and Malta this week. A member of the Italy's team that defeated the former in the Euro 2020 final, the 25-year-old won his most recent cup in June against the Three Lions again. Going straight to Wales this evening, new captain Aaron Ramsey wants Wales' young generation to create their own history after the departures of Gary Bale and other talismanic figures. This star Ramsey has taken over the captaincy for the Euro 2024 qualifying campaign after Bale ended his illustrious career in January. Chris Gunter, Joe Allen and Johnny Williams, also part of the Wales squad who reached the semi-finals of Euro 2016, have retired from the international scene as manager Rob Page ushers a new era for Welsh football. With Wales preparing to kick off their Euro 2024 qualification campaign in Croatia on Saturday, Ramsey says, well, with Gary, Joe, Johnny, Grant being instrumental for the team over the years and will forever be part of Welsh history. History will never forget some players, while some will be forgotten quickly. But nobody will want to forget one man who keeps setting record in Italy. Talking about Victor Osimhen, he was part of the goal scorers for Napoli as the team defeated Torino 4-0 over the weekend. When we return, we'll be talking club football stories. Do not go anywhere. Extra Time is live on your Remedy Radio Dial Solutions 939 FM.
Zielinski takes the corner, and there it is. Victor Osimhen, 20 league goals for the man on course to be the capocannoniere. And now it is 20 in Serie A, and we've only played 9 minutes. In it comes from Oliveira for Osimhen, and now Kvaratskhelia, was he caught? Napoli have another penalty. Kvaratskhelia to double Napoli's advantage. Coolly slotted, and there is simply no stopping the Partenopei. Every week it becomes more ominous, their run towards the Scudetto. Kvaratskhelia trying to get away from Sango. Oliveira with the ball in. Osimhen! He's having his cake and eating it too. It's 2 for Osimhen, 3 for the league leaders, and they're blowing Torino away. Well in by Osimhen ahead of Schurz. Osimhen's done really well. Kvaratskhelia and Ndombele. He's only just on, but he adds a 4th goal for Napoli. Full-time score at the Stadio Olimpico Grande Torino. Torino 0, Napoli 4.
Brand new one coming from Peruzzi and Fireboy. Pressure. Well, one man is already setting pressure on teams in the Italian Serie A. That is none other than Victor Osimhen. But we just hope that he doesn't get injured so that he can help Napoli. Well, Kolajo Alfred is with us this evening all the way from the US. How you doing, Brev? Good evening to you. Okay, we lost Kolajo Alfred. We have to reconnect with him this evening. Well, we have to also look at more updates this evening from club football stories. Remember, Italian Serie A, AC Milan lost their game over the weekend. Napoli winning their game also, and looking at more reaction coming from that end, what some players will also be putting in place, most especially for their different national teams, right? Okay, now looking at Chelsea. This evening, Graham Potter feels Chelsea have shown progress on its management, but acknowledges there is still work to be done for Blues to get back on top. Well, Kolajo Alfred is back on the side of the show this evening. Maybe we start with Chelsea. Where's things? Can we say things are getting better for Chelsea? I don't know, but here is a man who may be supporting Pulisic. I don't know. Kolajo, how you doing? Hello, Kolajo Alfred, you're live.
Extra time this evening.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, so it's good to have you. This is after
It's great to be here.
Yes, sir. It's good to have you after the election in Nigeria. I know you really follow the elections, but let's put the elections on one side.
I actually, you know, I must have followed the elections. So I actually did, and it's let's just keep what happened in the elections for now. Let's keep that.
Okay, so let's talk about the story I read here. I'm talking about Graham Potter saying that the team is progressing. Look at Chelsea. Are they really progressing? They played a 2-0 draw
they are not.
on Everton. Against Everton.
No, they are not. They are not progressing. Anyone that thinks Chelsea is progressing right now is either you're being super delusional, or you're just lying to yourself to make yourself feel better. You know, it's an eyesore what is happening. They can no longer keep leads. It's just they can no longer take control of games. It's just terrible. It's very terrible what is happening to Chelsea right now. And a club of that caliber, you know, everyone knows, and every Chelsea fan knows that if this was during Roman Abramovich's era, Graham Potter would have been sacked already.
Igbo!
But that's. But I don't know what Todd Burley is on. I don't know the relationship. I don't know whether it's the payoff money that is scaring him because of the long-term contract that Graham Potter has signed with the club. I don't know what the problem is, but he's not giving them results. And it's not looking bright for Chelsea, honestly. It's not looking bright at all.
If it is not looking bright for Chelsea, maybe this is a manager they just want to keep to see how he can grow with the team. Look at what happened to Arsenal. Things were not really looking good for Arsenal under Arteta. But now look at where they are on the Premier League blog.
One thing I always tell people is that even when something is not working, you would be able to see the concept. There is no concept to Chelsea's football. Even when and there's something called adaptability in football. When Arteta came in, results were not going their way. He adapted. He tweaked his, formation a little bit, but you could still see the concept. You could see that he wanted a team that could hold the ball. He wanted a technical team. He wanted a team that would thrive on overlaps and underlaps. You could see the concept. With Chelsea, they are just a team of vibes.
Vibes and inshallah.
He's basically vibes on vibes. So it's just very confusing. You don't know the pattern of play. You don't know. Today he's playing a 3 at the back. Tomorrow he's playing a 4 at the back. Today he's using Felix as the attacking midfielder. The next day he's using Pulisic. The next day he's using Kai. It's just you don't know the direction that this team is going. Enzo Fernandez as the lone 5. It's just as the lone 6 is just. I just think it's a chaos right now for Chelsea fans, and they must be really appalled by what's going on in the organization.
Now they're going. Please go on.
What do you say?
Go on.
And I honestly don't think Graham Potter, with the way things are playing out, I hope it comes good for them. I honestly hope so because I was a big fan of Graham Potter at Brighton. But maybe, just maybe that's his level. Maybe that's his level. Maybe the pressure of a big club is not for him, and maybe it seems like Brighton is where his level really is. I can't say, but it's disappointing what's happening to Chelsea.
Well, some people do say that some managers are just meant for middle-placed teams, struggling teams that don't want to go further, like don't want to compete in the top 4. Maybe that is where you, like what you said, Graham Potter is meant for. But look at their next couple of games. They're playing against Aston Villa on 1st of April. Take on Real Madrid back-to-back at the UEFA Champions League. But look at this. Can they bounce back? I mean, what do they need to do to make things better?
I think the Champions League is a different atmosphere, and I do think I don't know. I really don't know what to expect from the game. I don't know what to say because I don't have a UEFA license. I don't have my coaching license, so I can't. We are only spectators. As much as we can all claim to be pundits, analysts, we are only spectators. So I can't say, oh, this is what you should do. But if there's one thing I would advise is that adaptability. Look at the players you have now. Fine, they may not be the players that you want for the style of football that you play, but adaptability will. Look at what Erik ten Hag is doing with Manchester United. That is adaptability. He doesn't have the player. He has a few of the pieces he wants, but trust me, he doesn't have the pieces he wants yet because. But you saw that after the first 2-3 games, he decided to adapt, and it has been working out well for him by a few hiccups along the way. So, a coach needs to learn to adapt when you don't have the tools that you need. So, I would just advise adaptability for them. And then for the Madrid game, I don't know. I don't see a way, with the way they are currently playing, I don't see a way that Chelsea progresses to the next round.
Okay, so now you mentioned Real Madrid's game. And well, for Real Madrid, they lost the El Clasico last night. And things look like maybe Xavi is a man that understands how to play the El Clasico. Barcelona looking at their position on the Spanish La Liga log, 68 points. Real Madrid with 56 points. Things really looking different. Can we say Barcelona are good to go for the La Liga title, and Real Madrid with this form, if they take it to play against Chelsea, maybe it will be it may backfire for Carlo Ancelotti?
Again, first of all, I'd like to put my hands up and say, I was wrong. about Barcelona because I remember saying that I'm sure they will bottle the league to Real Madrid, but the way it's looking, I would like to put my hands up and say I was wrong about that.
Okay.
I don't see them bottling the league anytime soon. And secondly,
Okay.
for the Champions League is different. You can only think about form in the Champions League, but you can't really talk about it because we have seen teams. Look at Chelsea when they won it 2 years ago, when they won the Champions League 2 years ago. So they were not the best team. They were not even one of the best teams in England at the time. But look at the run they went on, and they went on to win the league. So that's to tell you that form really doesn't matter. Pedigree is what matters most, and the mindset of your players. A big team like Man City will be the best team in their league and then come to the Champions League and fumble. So that's the level at which the Champions League is. So it's not always about the form that your team is in. It's about the state of mind of your players. Have they been on the big stage? Are they primed for the big stage? So I think Real Madrid will do their thing like they've done in the past few years, and like they're already doing this season. They already did it against Liverpool. Who's to say they won't do it again against Chelsea? So I'm tipping Madrid to go through all the way to the semi-finals, and I just think this would play out in their favor.
Okay, now talk about Manchester United this evening. Marcus Rashford is out of the three-line squad, but look at how they played against Fulham. A lot of people raising so many concerns concerning that game, but that aside, look at Manchester United facing Brighton and Hove Albion in the FA Cup. Manchester City, having another opponent. Maybe it could have been better if you guys had met in the semi-final, and let us see maybe who gets to the final. Automatically picks the trophy, but that cannot be done. So, but for Manchester City, Manchester United, should we be expecting these two teams to the final of the FA Cup?
I think football is a very funny game, but if all goes well according to plan, it will be very nice to see both a Manchester derby in the FA Cup final. I think it will be a very tantalizing game. But there's still all those to cross. Brighton is a very good team at the moment under Roberto De Zerbi. They are playing fantastic football. They have a clear plan of what they want to do. And the only issue for Man City will be complacency, because I don't think Sheffield are a match for them. So it could the Manchester United game could be very tricky, but I think both teams should still be able to qualify and make it through.
Okay, so let's go straight to Germany this evening. The table is turning. Bayern lost against Bayer Leverkusen. Leverkusen managed by a former player of Bayern, that is Xabi Alonso. And well, for Dortmund, came out smoking hot, scoring 6-1 against FC Köln. But can Dortmund hold on to that top position, or will that be an okra for them to just draw back?
I honestly don't think Dortmund are a serious team because they've been up and down the log this season. And you know what's funny? Guess who they are playing next? They are playing Bayern München. So it's going to be a very, very funny game. It's going to be a very, very, very funny game, and they're playing at the
Allianz Arena.
So it's going to be a very funny game.
It's the Classica.
I do think Bayern will trash them at the Allianz Arena. So I don't know. I really don't know. The log looks very funny. Anyone could win. Anyone in the top four could win it. You've got Freiburg, you've got Union Berlin, you've got Bayern Munich, you've got Dortmund in there. So anyone could really win it. But I think the main tussle is between Dortmund and Bayern. And as we all know, as it has been over the years, Dortmund have been very unserious. And
they are pretenders, right?
Bayern will win it. These ones are not even. I don't know what to call them, because what do you call people that are up and down the log every other time and then they lose it? So I think these ones are more than pretenders. They are chameleons because they are trophy chameleons, because they just know how to camouflage. They will make you think, no, we are the ones winning it, and then you see that Bayern is lifting the Bundesliga trophy again at the end of the season.
So before I allow you go, have you ever put your money on Borussia Dortmund before?
No. That's a team I will advise anybody. Don't ever try it. Borussia Dortmund, no go area.
Okay.
I'm begging you.
All right. Let's hold it there, and we talk more on Saturday. I mean, elections are over, so Saturday we'll have exclusive. We talk more. Talk Formula One. It's like things are not going well for Mercedes, but there's no problem. If I have money, I'll still buy a Mercedes car.
We said it at the beginning of the Formula One season. We said it. They didn't want to listen to us. How many fans? We said it.
Can we? Let's close this discussion.
Verstappen is doing great again, but
We are closing this discussion.
To expatiate on Saturday.
Okay, thank you very much, Colonel Joffred, for your time.
It was great to be here. So thanks for having me.
Again, well, Colonel Joffred, all the way from US, joining me on the show, and that's what we do every Monday. Well, remember, we'll make a return tomorrow on Extra Time, where we talk more football and everything concerning football. And to give you more updates from Super Eagles Camp, check the time right now. This 6:57. We'll wrap up with some YJ Falls vibes. My name is Rodakpo Kunubi. Like we always say, keep doing sports and stay safe.
93.9 FM. Keep it low.
My new vibe's got them on the run. A shooter, know me what I can. My queen's something number one. Your vibe don't hide, don't lie. Ooh, bad girls feeling on my guest list. Bad vibes shooting with the exit. That body got a facelift. Drink in my cup, body get lit. Lay your hand down, sha-la-la. Raise your hand, do na-na-na. Feeling the beat, too la-la-la. Give them the wine and ga-la-la. Light it up and fire, yeah. DJ bomb it higher, yeah. Feeling the beat, too la-la-la. Give them the wine and ga-la-la.
It is the praise God.